Hey everyone, what's up? It is Tom aka Jugs here from the Smidwinders bringing you a part 2 to my TGS trailer breakdown. That's right, I'm doing a part 2 because I was at 10 minutes and I'm only like half, if that, way through. Alright, so I'm just going to pick up right where we left off. You guys already know the intro. I know the intro. I hope you guys know the intro. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I'll try to slow it down for future things, but this one's kind of fast, or kind of long, so I'm just going to go with it. Let me sit back up on the couch. I got close for some reason. Alright, begin quote, as a time patroller, end quote, appears on screen with the black and bronze again. Then a sort of, I want to say it was Piccolo, like the English dub Piccolo, but I also don't because I'm not sure exactly. It's been a while since I've actually watched DBZ, and his voice kind of evolves over time. Wow, you're going to hear my dog barking. Jeez. But it's sort of like a mix between Piccolo and like some kind of just generic announcer from DBZ. So he says this. Begin quote, the Dragon Ball timeline has been threatened once more. Wow, that was a terrible voice. End quote. That terrible voice thing comment wasn't part of the quote, I promise. Don't sue me. Notice he said Dragon Ball. So does this confirm that we may be seeing more of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super? I mean, keep in mind, nobody's really been thinking about Dragon Ball since nothing kind of contributing happened there other than Goku's childhood, which I never watched Dragon Ball personally. I watched a little bit of it, but never saw the whole thing. Dragon Ball Z, we already know is going to be in there. That's kind of what the series is surrounded with. Dragon Ball GT, we've seen a couple things, like we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and we have Kid Goku and stuff like that. And then Dragon Ball Super, like I said, we have Whis and Beerus, and then we have, like, the Geese, of course. During that dialogue, the Time Patroller takes off and flies around the Hollow statue. We then see the customization menu, and it cycles through the sort of Namekian CAC options as there's a message heard. But before I read what Piccolo Man guy read, I'm just going to throw this out there because I just thought of it while reading back to this. It might be sort of a cool idea if once you beat the campaign or something like that, Whis gives you these armors that, well, if I remember correctly, either when you bought the DLC or yeah, it was when you bought one of the DLC in Xenoverse 1, you got the Goku and Vegeta Whis training armors. So I'm thinking, what if when you beat the campaign, or maybe if they make it a DLC, that'd be cool too, there were, like, race-specific armors, or just universal race armors that have the Whis symbol on them, just because why not? Like, that'd be kind of fun, right? Something new. So here's what Piccolo Guy Sir has to say. Begin quote, and it's your mission to protect it, end quote. We get a little snippet of a Namekian flying over kind of what looks like a transition area between Namek Mountains and Earth Mountains. Now, this was a little bit difficult to break down because, like, I had to pause play, because it showed it for, like, a second, 2 seconds maybe. We see the CAC menu again as a female Saiyan is now being customized, and then once that disappears, we see her standing near the Hollow statue as the camera sort of pans, showing off Kantan City's, like, sky background. We also then see the Time Patroller using a scroll to time travel while Supreme Kai Time and Elder Kai watch. Hopefully Elder Kai will come in and maybe be a part of the story this time, because I really like Elder Kai. He's just kind of funny to me. He's like Roshi, but immortal. I think they're immortal. Pretty sure they're immortal. The Time Patroller then appears next to Orange Gi Krillin, so this is before they get the Saiyan armors, on Namek, with a Dodoria in the background blocking, which is kind of weird because Dodoria is behind them and he's just like, ha, la, 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 la. Not sure why. For a second we get to see Goku and the Time Patroller, so the blue-haired Time Patroller, pose in fighting stances beside one another on Namek, so this is like a different scene but still part of the same area. Begin quote, a world of fierce battles awaits you, end quote. The announcer says as we see a Shakta Crojan Patroller standing, like, next to X2 Trunks talking to a two-armed future Gohan in what looks like the destroyed city in the background, and we see we then see X2 Trunks and the female Saiyan on Namek using, like, key cannons, so Trunks is kind of using, like, a burning attack looking thing, and I have no idea what's going on with the female Saiyan there. That was, like, something totally new to me. Begin quote, as you enter a different dimension to keep history from falling apart, end quote. During that dialogue, an upside-down Golden Frieza CAC uses a Ki Blast on the mountain's stage with Tien and Kid Gohan nearby. Wow, I'm sorry about that. That was, I couldn't hold that. My throat's starting to get scratchy. I'm talking as fast as I can for you guys, and we haven't even gotten past the whole page yet. For this video, at least. Yeah, so I don't know why I included the upside down part, I just did, in case it confused someone. Then we get to see the Time Patroller, so the blue-haired guy again, walking through, like, bamboo woods, which I thought was cool, but I think it's new so far to us, unless it's been in another trailer and I forgot about it. With the same Time Patroller a few stalks of bamboo away, so if I'm standing here and I'm the Time Patroller, where you guys are, that's kind of where the other Time Patroller is, but half of him is sort of hidden by a bamboo stalk. I don't know how many people noticed that. I did immediately, but we then see the Time Patroller running along a sort of small beach by the water with Shenron in the sky, and by the looks of it, there's sort of like a bit of Kanton City or something below it, like off to the side and below, so I think it's a floating little beach area that you can just go to. Maybe Kami House, I don't know. We didn't get to see very much of it. It seems like no matter where you are in Kanton City, Shenron will be looking at you, like, face on, like I am right now. Because I think everything we've seen so far, it shows, like, Shenron looking right at you. A mission screen appears where the Acrosian Time Patroller battle damaged Piccolo when he's got, like, wah, and yeah, he's, like, all messed up. And Imperfect Cell stand in the ruined city. So this, I don't really know what's completely going on here. I can't exactly read Japanese, but the win conditions area, or at least the blue area, had 3 numerical numbers that I could actually read, 16, 17, and 18, with a little bit of symbols in between each one. So I'm going to guess that mission is just fighting those characters. We also then see the female Majin in a mission screen with Krillin and Saiyan armor as a supporter. The only thing I can really read here is the number 20, and since they're on Namek, I'm guessing that it's probably just going to be like beat 20 Frieza soldiers. Then we get to see the female Majin blasting kind of what looks like a pool. Originally I thought it was Ginyu, but then a couple seconds later on I noticed that like it was a pool that came out of the dust cloud, so I had to change that. With Saiyan armor, Kid Gohan, and maybe Nail nearby, or at least a Namekian CAC with Nail stuff on. The color, everything looked like it was Nail, but I don't want to definite yet because then I could be in trouble for that. All of a sudden, a bright green flash comes across the screen, and Crone appears at the exact same time. Now, this actually really bothered me, because I pause played this for maybe 15 minutes, trying to get to see if there was something that would appear there, and I saw nothing. Krillin did, like, pop in while that thing came in, but Krillin wasn't the green dash. During this green dash, we get to see, like, a pool recovers and everything. Then we see Piccolo and the Acrosian CAC fighting Android 17, so this kind of jumps back to earlier. Begin quote, "Shaving off life to unleash a new level of power," end quote, is what Toa announces as we watch her mouth for a second. So it's just kind of like this. Hello everyone, welcome to Smidwinders ASMR. No, I'm just kidding. Please. We probably won't do an ASMR video. Probably. Before seeing Tree of Might, Turles, and Lord Slug powering up on Namek. So I'm a little bit confused on what to call some of these people. Some of them, they have the little weird symbol on their forehead, which is probably the definite Tree of Might characters. But then we never see Lord Slug and Turles with that, or anything like that, or their color scheme changed. That we just see them like with the dark aura. So I'm thinking maybe that's just like Toa's original like possession thing, and I'm just going to call it that. But they don't seem to be possessed before they power up. Which staggers the time. They're seeing, or them powering up staggers the Time Patroller. He's like, wow! Wow, I sound terrible. We see Tree of Might final form Frieza, so that's like the symbol thing, and Meta Cooler standing side by side. Or it might be fourth form Cooler, because I can't tell. The color scheme makes them both like silver completely. Then Timebreaker Bardock and Mira standing nearby, both using the like possessed look. As Toma continues to talk, she says, begin quote, "That's a new spell I was testing," end quote. She says, and the screen shows this, begin quote, "Challenge the 6-player co-op missions," end quote. And it's got like Grade 8 Vegeta in the background with a bunch of people. Trunks then has to say this, begin quote, "I can sense a formidable power," end quote. As we see a few Time Patrollers appear on a gloomy Earth, similar to that of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Vegeta's fight against Golden Frieza. Now, keep in mind also, I would say it was like Goku Black's, but Goku Black's sky was kind of blackish, purplish, so it's probably going to be Golden Frieza's. Also, it looks like they're going to have animations now for when you start missions, maybe? Possibly. Don't hold that against me. Because earlier we might have just saw him just standing there, but maybe with these 6-player things we'll see him, like, fly in or something. Because that's kind of what happened. Sorry you're going to hear my dog barking. I don't want to cut this into another part, but I think I have to. Alright. Alright, everyone. You know the drill. I'll see you in part 3. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter at the Smidwinders. To say it one more time more slowly, at the Smidwinders. And I hope you enjoyed yourselves.